I'm ready.
How are you today?
I am good.
Great. That's nice to hear.
Thank you.
So I want you to think about a situation that you recently were in that gave you some feelings of being anxious.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I gotta think of one. Oh, when I saw an F pop up in my school notification system. I haven't had bad grades all year, so it kind of raised some red flags. I felt anxious about what was going to happen because of it, why it was. That's it.
Okay. So the F that you got in your class after you've had good grades throughout the semester. So what I'm going to do with you today is go over what I like to call a plan of attack. So how I'm going to be demonstrating that for you is I'm going to be using this piece of paper and I'm going to sketch it out. So we're going to use a series of boxes. So in this box, I'm going to draw the event. So the event is that you received an F.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all have what we call automatic thoughts. These are our inner thoughts that we don't necessarily speak on, but we have them all day, every day, and everyone has them. So when you noticed or recognized that you had that F, what were some of your thoughts that came to mind?
So the first thing I thought was, why?
Okay.
I had no idea where it could have come from at all.
Okay.
What was about to happen to me as a result? What was I going to lose?
Okay.
And because it was such a bad grade, this was kind of a negative thought. I said how.
Okay.
And when I said how, I didn't mean like I was looking for a solution. I meant more like, how am I supposed to fix this?
Okay. So thinking about how you were going to fix that, can we go back to maybe how that resulted in the F? Was it, let's go deeper into that. So what was it that you didn't do to get that result of an F?
I told myself that I was going to finish a very important assignment and submit it not less than a few minutes later than I actually had, and I completely forgot.
Okay, so forgetting, it sounds like, is something that maybe is a struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, so the forgetting, which is where your anxiety can result from this grade, because it sounds like you're generally doing well in other areas. So your emotions surrounded behind this F.
Fear.
Okay, your fear. Okay, so that your automatic emotion was your fear. Okay. Any other emotions that you felt?
Fear and a little bit of frustration.
Okay. And the frustration probably resulted from the forgetting piece, right? So, rating your emotions, it sounds like fear is the predominant emotion here.
It's huge.
On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 playing no factor and no feeling into that emotion, and 10 being the highest, where would you rate fear in regards to your F?
8.
An 8. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty high. Do you want to talk about a little why it's an 8?
I'm gonna go into depth here.
Okay.
I've had tons of problems in the past with forgetting, disorganization in general.
Okay.
And I like to see it as though I've kind of not outgrown, but begun to overcome these problems. So when I see that, I get scared that I'm regressing and going back to how I was.
Okay.
And that scares me a lot because a lot of that time was not good.
Okay. So, am I hearing that maybe you're subconsciously avoiding,
Avoiding
turning in your assignments, maybe because that's a pattern that you've had, and now that you've gotten onto a better path, maybe the slip ups maybe is a subconscious way of going back to an old behavior that you developed?
I think so, and that's what I'm for.
Okay. So what we're going to do is work on those thoughts, because like I mentioned before, those automatic thoughts, those inner thoughts that we're having throughout the day, it's possible that you could be experiencing those automatic thoughts with that fear of not turning in that assignment. So therefore you forget the assignment altogether because you're having that fear of failing, because you've been doing so well. So what we're going to work on is helping you reduce those emotions, working on some skills to build upon so that you can stay on that path for longer than you have. It probably feels good to be on that path and be successful.
For sure.
So we want to keep you on that track. So can you discuss a little bit more about some of the consequences behind your F? I think we kind of missed that part. So you have the event, you have these thoughts, these emotions of fear. Let's talk about some of the consequences that result from that F.
Well, obviously my GPA is lowered.
Okay.
Which I have been given some promises
Okay.
Based on my GPA being high.
So what is your GPA now?
2.86.
Okay. And what was it before?
3.43.
Wow. So that is a significant drop.
Yeah.
And how much of a time did this drop? And how much of a time did it drop? Like from your 2 point, you were at a 3.4 just when, a month ago, a week ago? A week ago. And now you're at a 2.86.
Oh, I was at a 3.4 just a week ago. It dropped today.
Oh, wow. So that is a significant drop in just a little less than a week or so, which I can understand you having some anxious feelings surrounded by that, especially like you mentioned before, you have already been on a great track. So So, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought here. So, as you mentioned, fear is one of the emotions that come from you getting this life-changing event to you, of course. And you said that you rated it at an 8, so it's very high. So I'd like to discuss some of the skills that we can help you build upon to reduce these emotions that maybe are prompting this behavior of not turning in your homework and then resulting in your F. So go through with me, explain to me how your normal day is after school. Like what is your normal routine as far as homework goes?
When I get home and I do my work, it usually takes me a while because I have distractions, but it gets done eventually within the time frame needed. And then I just do whatever I want.
Okay. So this particular class that you received the F in, is it a subject that you really like, or is this a subject that you have a fear of?
No, I like the subject.
Okay. So again, it's just a matter of you forgetting. It's not that you don't need extra help in the subject.
Correct.
Okay. So then, is there a certain ritual protocol that you've developed in order to make sure that you have that assignment, you do that assignment, and you turn in that assignment? Is there a process that you have developed yet?
There is not. It's
Okay.
just been going well for me.
Okay. So it sounds like maybe you would benefit from maybe a type of a routine or a type of a strategy that could help you maybe not only just do the assignment, but actually get the assignment turned in so that you get the credit for it.
Well, routine to me is kind of,
Okay. What does that mean?
it's never been something that I could grasp exactly.
So it's not
It
a
was
strength.
Always, no.
Okay.
Routine
Okay.
has always messed me up more than it's helped me.
Okay. Okay. So what is a strength? What would you say is a strength in as far as completing assignments and getting them turned in?
As far as completing assignments getting turned in,
Yeah.
completing the assignment, as long as the assignment is engaging to me.
Okay. Got it.
Like English assignments,
Okay.
history assignments, things that I like talking about, I like learning about, and then I like explaining my opinion on.
Okay. Wonderful. So maybe next time in our next session, then we can look at a little bit more of the strategies to help you with those assignments or with those courses that are not really engaging to you, and see how we can work together to develop a plan to help you be more successful in those areas. Are there any questions that you have or anything that you'd like to discuss in this session that we have not so far?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you. It was nice talking with you, and I look
You
forward
too.
to seeing you again.
Thank you.